Cthulhu says, remember someone to throw the match. Someone actually has to be able to catch what is thrown.
Are we ready, gentlemen?
I'm good.
Okay. They were asking if the stream team was ready. I was giving them an affirmative, but I didn't want to do that before speaking to both of you.
I am responding in proper form.
All right. One of the guys, the ref goes, "You may start when ready," and one of the guys in chat goes, "Mortal Kombat soundtrack start up," and I'm like, "Oh, there's the man after my own heart."
Oh yeah.
All right.
Have you guys seen the new one? The new Mortal Kombat movie?
I heard it's good though.
No,
Okay, I've heard it's good. I'm gonna check it out at some point because I think it's on HBO Max. I gotta go try that out. All right, we are dropping into Land of Fire.
Mm-hmm. 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 Ooh boy. Edge is hanging out in the chat now. he's gonna hear himself get called out.
He's making sure you don't spill his secrets, Saf. That's what
right.
he's doing.
All right, what do you want, dude?
Take us in. Talk me through the star lineup, Zaf.
So let's take a look at star then. So we've got on the Kremlin or battleship side Kremlin and Ohio. Cruiser side we got Moskva, Des Moines, Stalingrad. And then destroyer side we've got ourselves a Gearing and a Yu Yang. Interesting.
Indeed. You don't see too many Yangs in the tournament. Armada Rosita coming to the dance with Ohio, Yamato, Des Moines, Moskva, Nevsky, and Stalingrad. 4 different radar cruisers, but each one bringing something a little different. Rounding things out, Gearing, Daring, and Shimakaze. Now, I gotta say, I understand why we see Daring. I understand why we see Shimakaze. We've seen a lot more Gearing than I'm used to. Do you think that's kind of a nod to how good the unique upgrade is for that ship?
No.
No, then why? Help me out.
I think it's because the Gearing's got a really nice combination of torpedoes that are long range, hard to detect, and it's got that smoke as well. And
okay.
I think it's got that extra little bit of oomph. You're right that the legendary mod does give it that almost Shimikaze-like concealment ability to get close and scout and spot. I'm not sold on it simply because you give up a lot of your gun DPM in order to make that happen.
No, so you give up a lot. You give up some. The guns reload pretty quick already. What is it? It's a 15% penalty, the gun reload?
I believe so.
That's what, like 3/10 of a second or something? I mean, over a long fight, it's noticeable, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sold that it's a massive penalty.
For the King of the Seas meta, it's certainly more valuable in terms of the smoke and the torpedoes, and I definitely think that teams like to bring it specifically for the smoke. Now, it going to the seaside is a little interesting because obviously there's a lot of islands over here, and it's really easy to get radar cruisers stuck in, so the Gearing's better stealth isn't really going to be too valuable in my opinion if there's radar cruisers coming over here. And just checking the lineups, yeah, there's a couple, the Des Moines and a Moskva. So that Gearing, it'll be interesting to see what they try to do with it over here, since its ability to control the vision game is going to be a little compromised with all of these islands here.
Well, we're going for an uneven destroyer split here. Daring and Gearing tag teaming the C cap while the Shima heads to A. Now, the A cap on Land of Fire is the graveyard of dreams, it seems. So many matches end up in a stalemate here, and it almost always ends in a train wreck of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it almost ended up as my graveyard in the finals last time. I just YOLO'd a Petro into there, but the deck armor, whatever.
I remember that. I remember this actually.
Yeah.
I remember watching this and thinking, wait, what is he? Oh, okay.
Everybody was like, what in the hell is T doing? And my face was, I was gaping like, oh my god, we're good. But then, deck armor, it's all good.
Armada Rosita's Des Moines is about to take at least one in the bow here, trying to get into the bottom end of the A cap. Only the one.
Yeah, that's a typical early play, trying to get a radar cruiser shoved in. Obviously, Star here, the Gearing provided the nice smoke screen for the Des Moines, so we can at least make this crossing undetected as long as the radar's not going, but...
So now I
there
want
is
to
no radar there. So
I want to look at something real quick. So, all right. So if I'm Star, let's look at the map from Star's perspective for a minute, right?
All right.
Look at their split. We got Moskva, Des Moines, Ohio, and Yang at sea. We can see the Moskva. We know there's at least one destroyer up there. If I'm Star, I think I probably take that Yang and I probably drive him to B right now. I just send him over there.
Skid Row did pop radar, by the way. For AR, that's why the gear started taking some damage.
Okay. But like, I assume this Yang is radar Yang. Why else would you bring a Yang unless he's radar?
He already radared once.
Okay, so then in my mind, he should be in a position. He's not going to be able to. Well, there's a position he can get onto this cap where the Moskva won't have a shot, but not where he can get onto this cap where the Moskva won't have him on the radar. So, in my mind, just send him to B. Pick up that cap instead.
Now, Des Moines' position for Star, Lord Lauren, is in a nice spot. Being able to poke around the island and bow on like that.
Yep.
And you're safe from your left side. He's going to be able to farm down this Nevsky here. This is going to probably be a pretty unequal trade here.
Yeah, the Nevsky basically just has to run and try to fall off detection, more or less.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to do that here pretty quickly. He's only 9.7-ish away. So
yeah, it's not going to be quick, but it's the best hope he has over the long haul.
Yeah. Don Pato is going to lose quite a bit here. And that's a really powerful Des Moines spot. Or a Salem. And the Kremlin chimes in, too.
Oh, yes.
Oh, solid hit.
Oh, look, torpedoes.
I really like Star's position at A way better than I like Armada Rositas.
And Des Moines takes one, Lord takes one in the face.
Yeah, but he's fine. They might even be able to bag the Nevsky if they get one more...
If they get one more good Kremlin hit, they can bag him. But he's also about to see if he turns. You think he's going to turn to port and duck behind the island, or just try and go dark?
The problem is his turrets are on the other side.
That fire keeps you lit in the Nevsky to about 14.8 or something like that. So he's still detected. Obviously,
not for much longer. He's about to cross that threshold.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's now unspotted, even on fire.
Yeah, but there's still a couple of follow-up salvos because that Des Moines DPM.
Oh, yeah. 6 minutes gone. Armada Rosita out to an early lead here. Owning B and C, contesting A. Looking really good.
Well, that's what happens when you've got 3 destroyers. You can afford to go and grab the map.
Now, Star they did rotate the Yu Yang to B, but it's coming after the Shimakaze, ran over there, grabbed it, and is now headed back to the A theater, where they really need his firepower to try and slow down some of this push down the 2 line.
I don't know if I like...
Ohio...
Yeah, Camphor's position. I was just going to comment on that. I don't know I like it. He took a torp, so now he's going to be on a sticky fire.
Yeah. And he's going to be spotted forever. That gearing, obviously, is going to keep this vision, so...
Well, yeah. Why are you throwing your battleships in front of at least one destroyer that exists there?
No. Looks like the Moskva's pushing in to try to draw some fire, but good teams won't fall for that. They'll keep blazing away at that Ohio, who's already down to half.
Moskva did just put his radar up. Looks like he's trying to get eyes on the destroyers that are keeping everything lit over there.
And he certainly does. Yeah.
Yep. All right, I think they're going to try to dive this island here so they can at least have a shield to the left of them from that Stalingrad.
Now, notice what their Star destroyers are doing, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
They're both in B now, pushing to the middle of the map as the Yang is radaring.
Mm-hmm.
Out here looking for the Shima and does pick him up.
Here come the guns. Oop, and Moskva too. Nice hit.
Good
nice hit.
Good hits, yep.
I like what AR's done with the Shima, but I think he might have just bitten off a little too much here. Yeah, they brought these destroyers over to tag team him, and I think it's going to work.
Moskva's going to get the killing shot here, probably.
Somebody's going to get him. He's got too many. Yeah, they've got too many angles on him. As Star back the first kill and pushes 2 destroyers right to the middle of the board.
And here comes the Kremlin around the corner. Skid Row is probably having a skid in somewhere else.
He's on death row right now.
Yeah.
They can't stop it. They needed the Shima to stop this push, and the Shima is not with them anymore. Skid Row is going to be with us for not much longer, I'm afraid.
I am digging the Tokyo Game Show camo, though. Good choice.
You did say that Des Moines don't like Kremlin AP from the front. Well, that actually wasn't as bad as
that wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been, right? Yeah.
You were fixing for a payoff, and it just didn't happen.
Oh yeah,
he was setting it up.
That was low-hanging fruit, and it's like, no, JK.
Set it up for the payoff and didn't get it. Now, one of the things I like that Star is doing, they're pushing Ribiao's Moskva around behind Skid Row to make sure he's got nowhere to run.
Yeah.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Skid Row.
And the rock cried out, no hiding place.
He's in this fight with the Kremlin until death, and there was the death.
And there was the death.
Yeah.
Star now owning 2 caps and a ship lead, approaching the midway mark of the match, looking much better than they did just a few minutes ago.
Oh God, yes.
I do like what Don Pato's been able to do with the Nevsky. Got a lot of HP back, about to half, and did get some decent damage on that Kremlin. So if they can work down Star's Kremlin and get him perhaps killed, that will certainly make their chances better. But now that the west side of the map has opened up for Star, they can do a lot by having all of this room to maneuver around. Obviously, you see the Yu Yang over there.
I was going to say, look how far into the backfield Captain Benevolent is. That's just crazy, man.
He's
on the 8th line. Oh, he gives no cares.
Yeah. And the Yamato and Nevsky getting pushed by that far back.
Yeah, all they have to do is focus those guys out. I won't say they're free kills because you got to work at it still, but they will die. They've got nowhere to run and no cover.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you look at it, the Daring is now rotating back from south to sea.
Manko.
Yeah.
Yep. Over at sea, losing to Stalingrad.
Yeah, Nito was sitting there at Senpai's favorite rock in the game, Fidget Spinner Island,
and
I
hate that spot.
the nose around. I'm sorry, I had to do it, but pointing the nose around the corner, and they seemed like they worked over that Stalingrad over the last couple minutes. So
I see it now. Fidget Spinner Island. I get it now. Okay, it took me a minute.
Yep.
No, it took me a minute.
Yep. And if you know Senpai, then you understand completely.
I totally understand. Well, the death of the Stalingrad does signify a lead change. Star moves out to their first lead of the game as they continue to put pressure on these AR forces at sea. But really, sea is more of just a holding action. I mean, they don't need to be doing a whole lot there, just kind of keeping those guys pinned down.
Yep.
While the rest of their team cleans up these guys on the IJ line, but down here in the corner.
We're about to have a Yu Yang Daring slap fight. Here we go. Now, interesting that the Yu Yang popped his radar right away at the initial engagement. I think he would have been better off waiting for the Daring to smoke and then radar.
Probably, but I tell you, right now, the Yang looks good to win this fight, which I don't think I would have called.
I wouldn't.
Now, that Daring needs to try to get that rear turret, but of course, opens up the full broadside for massively cheap.
He's going out. There it is.
Oh, no, the Mosfell, yeah.
Star's destroyers have simply played this match better.
Yeah. Absolutely. I concur with that.
And their cruisers are doing quite well, too.
Oh, no, they're not. I mean, as a team, they're playing well. My point is simply, as Lord Orin takes a big hit, but my point is simply that their destroyers have reacted better to the game as it has unfolded, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
The Yu Yang started north of C, saw that wasn't going to work, turned to the middle of the board, Cap B, realized the Shima was nearby, the Gearing rotated over, they tag teamed out the Shima. The Gearing is now back north of C, smoking up the Mosfa, as the Yu Yang is playing in the backfield.
And the Yu Yang's passive spotting forced the Yamato and the Nevsky all the way to I-1.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they're essentially out of the game, even though they're still alive.
Yeah.
There goes the Ohio, Rainmaker.
There goes,
Captain Esmiento going down.
Nito's Des Moines, that position has just been brutal.
Yeah.
He's been crushing it over there. Now he's got the broadside of the Moskva. Now Barassis' Moskva is basically like he can't. He just can't.
They'll probably be able to get this Kremlin AR, that is, but they're obviously gonna lose definitely the Nevsky here for that. So yeah, at this point, Star's got this one in the bag. Yeah.
Look at Fiota coming in. Look at Fiota coming in. He's like, we're just gonna end this right here. Oh, he's detected on radar, so Ruha knows he's coming.
And some good Kreml slap. We know that Iami kind of suffers.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Star on track to win in seconds. All they have to do is clean up the Yami. There it goes, and that just leaves Guerrero Ja? Something like that. I'm going to butcher names, and I apologize, but he's the last surviving member of Armada Rosita. Star looks really good today, guys.
Yeah.
That Yu Yang really, for me, was doing some work with the spotting. And, you know, spotting is something that is so important and competitive. And obviously, you know, I'm not saying anything that's new here, but when you get destroyers that are able to, you know, spot, do a good job in that regard, not die, get some good torpedoes and whatnot, it really adds a lot of value to your team, and we saw that here with Star in this one.
Benevolent's going to go out here.
Yeah, he's using skill shells on the gearing.
There we go. Yeah, I saw that.
Confused.
I think that's an acknowledgement of the gearing's 21mm belt armor in the middle of the ship.
Oh, I thought he was going to save the torpedoes for the Stalin here.
I know, right?
Well, he only threw one rack. Maybe he'll save the second rack. We don't know what the second rack will look like.
There we go.
Yep.
Getting ready for
Here
my
comes.
death pick.
Here we go.
ShamWow, okay.
And they break. No, you need to get alongside him. Don't torp from there.
Yep.
Don't torp from there.
Too soon, Junior.
Oh, I don't like that. That's right there's the torp angle you want.
Yeah.
Land all 5, not just 2.
Just an extra second or two. That's all you got to do. Maybe the Stalingrad will get the secondary kill here. That'll be pretty funny.
We've seen one of those already today. Sergeant Slaughtered's kill was a secondary kill on the Marceau. And there it was.
There it is.
Yeah, another
Ooh.
example there, guys. Just wait that extra second or two before you drop the torps. It's so simple, but sometimes you kind of forget about it, or in the heat of the moment, it just kind of escapes you. But not that it would have mattered. Just something to point out.
Right. All right, Star won the match. Congratulations.
Yes, they did. Congratulations to them. Looking really good. That's their 3rd win today. That should, quote unquote, qualify them to move on to day 2. Again, wait. Don't take my word for it. Wait for all the tiebreakers to come in, guys. But 3 wins should put you in the driver's seat today to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, that was a fun match.
That was
I enjoyed
something special.
I enjoyed that one. Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that one.
2 great matches
All
in a row, man.
Let's see if maybe we can get lucky enough to sneak. Let's see. Latour would have been started. Let's see. Looks like they're still trying to get some of these games in Latour off.
CAG versus Treta, but it's being covered.
Mini Hannibals in that division too, looking for a game.
RLN DST is a possibility.
Let's see. We can do that. That's a couple of 1-1 teams. It looks like. Yeah, a couple of 1-1 teams.
POR versus No Cap.
I'll take that if it's available.
POR No Cap is available according to the spreadsheet.
Okay. Well, I mean, are they? It's a question of whether or not they're sitting around. Like, actually, have they started yet?
I mean, it's supposed to be updated when they start, so I have no idea who's running the room though.
What team's hosting?
POR versus No Cap. POR is alpha.
POR.
I'm looking for them. Should be core, I think. Core of Fire. Let's have a check.
How do you spell?
CORE. Just like the word core.
Okay.
He's the rep I see in the channel here.
He is hosting.
Okay, duck in there real quick.
I'm
See if you're started.
going in.
Yep.
They are already in battle.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they are playing. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's Hopaz, MB Sewell, or there's RLN DST.
Let's just take the Ireland DST game. Gattuno, I think, is
C Skimmer is the referee.
okay.
Is that the person hosting it, or?
Hang on.
RLN are they the alpha?
Yes.
He said he was making. Arlen said they were making the game.
It's Spartan 317 is the host, or should be.
Okay. And no, I'm not finding it under that.
I don't see anything
Okay.
for him.
Yeah, he's according to the graphic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I found it. It's Matchbox. So do a search for match.
It just
Match.
popped up on my list. So
Yeah, do a search for match. Let's make sure they haven't started yet.
Oh, okay.
they started.
And they have. They're in
All
battle.
three of
Yep.
us are here, like, hey.
Dang it.
Please.
We're trying to keep you guys in games, guys. We're trying.
Yeah.
Missed the boat. Darn it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we may be stuck. Maybe we may be stuck talking to the cameras for a while, because if there aren't any games in the Latour division available, they're the ones running slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're running a little behind everybody else.
Oh, I think
Right.
we can officially say that Nigerian Princes Need Your Help are going to advance. They're now 3-0. They beat down on Puddin's Wookiee.
Oh, so they're
So
in Farragut division.
they are in Farragut, yes.
I don't know anything about those guys. I just love that name.
It's amazing. I want to know what their logo is. I need to see this logo.
Ooh, well, hang on. Let's look it up.
It's
Let's see
got to
if they
be
have
amazing.
one. Do they have one in here? It's got to have one in here, right?
I hope so.
Drive.
I'm trying to picture it in my mind, and I have something.
You have something in your mind?
I
You
have something in my
you
mind,
have- You're in your mind. I spy in my mind's eye. All right, let's see. So it's NP. NP.
Yeah.
They have a logo.
Nice.
They have a logo.
Nice.
It looks like are they part of the PN family or something? They're part of the PN family.
Ah, okay.
So
it.
you've seen the penetration, the PN logo, yes?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yes.
Okay. So basically their logo is the PN logo, except it's in black and yellow with the silhouette of the country of Nigeria kind of framing the PN. There you go. That's their logo.
So,
Wait, what's their
cool
what's
that
their
you-
clan tag? Sorry.
NPNYH. Nigerian princes need your help. NPNYH.
Okay.
It's cool that you mentioned PN because they were another clan that, if I remember correctly, a while ago, maybe a couple years, they were just another storm level team that's, just whatever. But now, as far as I'm aware, they've been a hurricane clan, at least for clan battles, for a few seasons, and it's obvious that they have some really good players there. So,
Mhm.
if memory serves me right, they're another clan that's taking the time to improve and get better, and that's where they're at.
Yep.
Yep.
No, I just pulled
Very
up
much
their
B clan's decent too.
I just pulled up their clan on the Stream Helper and made it the winner so we could see everybody could see the icon. That's all.
Good.
And I gotta say, guys, I just had a really weird experience at the start of the last game. I thanked myself for three Twitch drops.
If you claim a drop in your own channel, you click the little automated thank thing, you end up thanking yourself for earning
Right.
drops in your own channel. It
Right.
is bizarre.
And-
It is somewhat bizarre.
Hey, we were talking about prizes earlier, but we haven't talked about prizes that all of our viewers are getting, right? So
Yes?
for those of you guys who have not yet completed the King of Sea collection, you get King of the Sea containers. I think it's every 90 minutes for watching. Is that what it is?
Well, it's 90. You have to watch 90 minutes of King of the Sea each day of the event.
Right.
Each day. So if you watch 90 minutes today, you get your drop. You're done. You can be done for the day if you wish. We'd love for you to stay around, of course, but you
Mhm.
can be done for the day.
Right.
If you choose, if you want to come back on Saturday, each day, next Saturday, next Sunday, 90 more minutes, 2 more containers.
Right. And the nice thing about that is you can get a tier 7 premium ship for free just for watching.
That's right. You get
And
a
even
random.
Good.
So
Sorry.
you get a container that just drops a random tier 7 premium. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and if you can't actually watch, just rev that PC up, put it on Twitch, walk away, and I didn't mean to say that.
Huh?
No,
If you want to cheese it a little bit,
it's fine. It's fine. It's a thing.
hey, you gotta get the goodies, right? So if you're trying to get the goodies, that's the way to do it.
Yep. I've seen a few people mentioning that they received Poltava out of that, so that's kind of a nice deal.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I'm a little surprised at that one. I remember that ship. I don't particularly care for that ship.
I really enjoyed it. She's
It's not my thing.
the guns are a little bit lower in terms of caliber, but really good reload compared to the Sinop. So if you're good at exploiting broadsides, Poltava's quite fun.
Zaf loves all them broadsides.
Oh yes. Well, and the thing, so for me personally, my experience in grinding the Russian battleship line was I almost always just overpenned everything that I had broadside in that thing because, I mean, Sinop just, those guns just go, right? So you almost need a cruiser to be slightly angled to have a little bit larger area for those shells to explode in the Citadel. Poltava, you don't have that problem. So for me, I enjoyed Poltava more because I'm better trained, I guess you could say, to look for those broadside shots.
Mm.
Instead of sitting there saying, "Oh, I need to wait just a sec for them to turn," and then start hitting them.
Yeah.
I don't like to think, guys. I just want to play the game. I'm not
And
all
get
about
your
the
death
thinking
fixed.
man's action game.
That's why you play co-op, right, Seth?
Yes.
Should we start calling you Captain Co-op Way, like our old buddy in
Go
EU?
right ahead. Go right ahead. There is a significant portion of our player base that loves playing co-op and operations, and they do only
I
that.
know.
And
I'm giving
I'll
you
tell
a
you what.
hard time.
I'll tell you what, Raptor, man. There are days where I've played randoms and ranked and just gotten frustrated, and I said to myself, if I had just played co-op, I would have been done by now. You know?
Seth, buddy, I'm here to tell you, I am the same way. I'm giving you crap, but I am the same way.
Right.
Don't feel bad.
I'm not.
Don't feel bad.
worry.
One of the most hilarious things that I've had the opportunity to do in the last year, right, is sit here at my desk on a work conference call and crank out co-op stuff to chase down not achievements, combat missions, right? Like just, oh, you need a bunch of citadels in this ship. Fine, I'll just spam the ship until I get it done, right? Like it's just, who cares? It's
This
just
guy
co-op,
gets
right?
it right there, guys. Those of you that are
That's
like
called
try-harding all of your missions, all those little things for like dockyard and stuff. I gotta get this many citadel hits, and I gotta have this much potential damage in cruisers or so. Go play it in co-op and play just a way that you never would have played otherwise, and just have fun with it.
I'm just picturing Raptor turning off his monitor real quick when somebody walks by. Hey, how's it going over? Oh yeah, it's going good.
I'm
Yep.
home. I'm
Right,
home.
Right.
Oh, you're still at home. Okay.
Right.
All I guess I should ask.
Now, next week I go back to the office for the first time in more than a
Okay.
year.
Wow.
Next week.
I guess
I'll
I
be
just
going 2 days a
in
week.
Texas that things have probably opened up by now at this
Well,
point.
Okay, so true story. Okay,
Mhm.
if you go out and about in the city, things are open: grocery stores, restaurants, bars, whatever. I was commenting to my family yesterday. We went down to one of my cousins just graduated grad school, right? That's why I was kind of giving you a hard time about grad school.
Yeah.
He literally just got it done defending his thesis and everything. He's going to be out in a few more weeks.
Okay. Sweet.
So we went out yesterday, a bunch of family, I think 8 of us, and went down to Benihana. That's about a 30-minute drive. So we got a car, drove down there. Cars everywhere. Traffic is bad. People, at least in Houston, and I assume other parts of Texas, are just done. They're done with the whole thing. They're like, screw this. We're going back to our lives. We got down there. Restaurant is bloody packed, full of people, right, doing their thing. And I told Heather driving home, I said, you know how I can tell that people around here are done is that all the crazy idiots are back on the road on the weekend. That's how I can tell that everybody is done with the whole thing, right? They're had enough. So yeah, it's now with that said, individual businesses are still able to do whatever they want. So my company has everybody's still mostly at home, but several of our clients have been asking, and I won't say pushing, but hoping and wishing and praying to get people back into the office, and we're finally going to start obliging some of them very, very soon. Okay, round 4 pairings are up for King Division.
Okay.
I need to go back. I clicked on something because lag. Let's look at Farragut real quick. So Farragut and King both have round 4 picks up. Why don't we go watch the Nigerian Prince team if no one's taking it?
Fine with me.
Let me scroll up a little bit. Let me find. They are in the Farragut division.
Yep.
Did anybody take in that game? Okay, those games have been paired but not populated into the spreadsheet just yet.
You're playing Good Luck, Have Fun.
Correct. And I don't know much about them either, but we'll go watch them because we can.
I'm throwing a dart here, but good.
Please do it.
GGWP is one of the seeded teams. And
They are.
My guess is that this is their B clan because it's something else that you'd type in chat.
They've already
think so?
asked
Okay.
to cast it
Yeah,
in the streamer
that'd
chat.
be my
Who is?
guess.
Who is?
Sage leave.
Okay. Let them have it. Well, and say what? Let me offer you an alternative then. In that same division, QQ7 is 2-1, so they're still fighting to get in.
They're playing
They haven't
YOLO.
got their third win yet. They're playing YOLO's, like YOLO W, which I guess is kind of their second team or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Raptor.
Sure, that works.
What?
Reigning Recon just chimed in. Kraken won game 3. They are 2-1 in their division.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
I'm down
I'm
for
waiting
that.
for them to. I'm waiting for them to populate the spreadsheets so we can sign up for a game 4 or a game 5 technically, a round 4 game I should say. The King Division stuff has been populated. Let me look here. Anything interesting? 5D coup. So let's look at King Division real quick. Maybe something there will leap out, or not. They still haven't done Prentice round 4 pairings just yet. Let's see, round 4. Let's look for a 2-1 team in
Okay.
King Division here.
Tell you what, while you're doing that, I need to fill up on some water. Is that all right?
Go for it.
All right.
5D is 2-1. Coup d'etat, who started their day against RNG, but has since beat Star B. 5D and Coup. I think that'd be a great game.
Okay,
Why don't we
let's do that.
Let's do that. Sure, let's do that
Sure.
one. Okay, that's
Okay.
King Division. Okay, I'm gonna drop us off the menu here and pick these guys up. Looks like 5D is the host. If you would not mind trying to figure out who is the
The military, industrial, or surviving scout.
Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, so I've signed us up for that one. Let me go over here.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing 5D.
It's under. It's actually under Coup. Bodie McBoder.
So Coup is the host.
Or no, excuse me. I'm stupid. I'm looking at something else. No, it's surviving.
Okay, so 5D is the host,
Surviving scout. Yeah, that's it.
and we're going to Northern Waters.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
There we go.
there we go. All right. Okay, so do a search. SURV. Surviving scout.
Yes. My
There we
boy,
go.
Squarius Green Jr. It's funny. I watched.
What a great name.
I watch those college introduction football videos about once every time Kots rolls around because I see 5D and I see a couple other guys have those names and I'm like, oh, let me go watch that again. And then I laugh and then that's about it. The square.
All right.
Yeah, you guys are a riot.
All right. So we picked 5D versus Coup. Zach,
I
they're down
heard.
in the King Division. Okay, excellent. Just making sure.
Sounds good. And I
Just making sure you get all your stuff set up.
have some brand new dirty water. Yes.
Yeah, we are a riot and we don't even get paid to do it. Love it.
Okay, so it was Bodhi, right? No.
No, I
fun-
was wrong. It's SUR, Surviving Scout. Is the
Yeah,
name.
do a search
Yeah.
for SUR serve and you'll find it pretty
Yep.
quick.
There he is.
When Discord did that update a little while ago where you can like reply to people and it
Mhm.
shows the little arrow, I was looking at that for some reason because I'm a Papega, but it's okay. Actually, speaking of water, I'm going to go grab some myself.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity.
Apparently, my
Brand new
stream deck
bottle
is not-
of Makers, man. Good times.
to be adding board gaming stuff. I've been working on getting my table downstairs rigged up. I can do live board game streams. That will be coming as well.